up to that shit, ain't no frontin' me. I be running to the city, I be smoking weed. We don't really give a fuck about these other teams. As long as it's my cars, money, yeah, we 100 deep.
Looks like we're live. Let's get ourselves centered. There's levels to the shift. EGA, there's levels to the shift. I think I have to say it 3 times like Umar Johnson. There's levels to this shift. Gotta put the emphasis on the shift. Yeah, man. We're moving to a new place. A new cipher, a new cycle. A new cipher, a new cycle. A new cipher, a new cycle. We are experiencing the planetary birth pains. We are exiting the atmosphere. The spaceship is shaking a bit. It's heating up, it's getting lit. You know? And what this new shift is gonna bring, we don't really know, but we got hints. The cosmos is whispering to us, you know what I'm saying? We're coming out of these hierarchies, these dominance hierarchies, you know. The competitive-based mindset, the competition-based mindset, the male-dominated part of us, you know what I'm saying? And we enter in a bit of chaos, a bit of breaking up, a bit of rebuilding. You know, we still at the building site, and I'm looking around and I'm seeing the rubble laying around, and we're seeing this rubble, we're seeing this, and we're thinking, oh my goodness, look at the destruction. But we don't know that when something gets destroyed, it must get rebuilt. So don't be too concerned. There's levels to the shift. I'm here under the sun, I'm breathing in this air, I'm feeling these rays, and you know, it's feeling good, it's feeling nice. Taking it in for a bit, and I've been pondering upon this notion that we're coming from these triangle hierarchies and moving into a circular consciousness. We're moving out of the triangle hierarchies and moving into the circular consciousness. I'll say it again. We're moving out of the triangle hierarchies and we're moving into that circular consciousness. Brother Shalom, what does this mean, you may ask? What does this mean, you may ask? We grew up in a space where the teacher stood in front of the classroom, the pastor stood in the front of the pulpit, the artist, the musician stood on the stage and delivered to us what we needed to hear, how we should conduct ourselves, how we should believe, how we should think. That's the triangle, it comes from the top down. And we're seeing that people are struggling to let go of this. They're trying to grasp on the last straws of power, and it's causing this confusion, and someone's trying to grab you and someone's trying to grab you, and we're not trying to let go. We're holding on so tight that our fists are beginning to bleed. Oh my goodness. But we're moving into the circle, so we need to let go. We need to flow. You know, when a baby is born, they come in grabbing everything. You can put your finger into their hand and they grab, and when they get older and game over, when they realize when you die, you let go. You enter that flow of the universe, you become dust, you enter the wind, you enter the earth, you enter the trees, you enter the air, you enter the plants, and you become decentralized into the expanse of existence. Wow, my goodness. levels to the shift. The age of the pastor, the imam, the guru, the rabbi, it's coming to the end. No longer will we see someone sit on top and tell us what to do. We will sit in a circle and play those drums and get into that rhythm and exchange and reason. This is how we build in the new era. And it's not going to be easy. We see it right now. That blood needs to be shed. The goddess is demanding that blood to spill on the soil, to repent, to atone. And it hurts. It breaks our heart. We grab our chest in pain and we cry and our tears fall onto the soil. And when our tears fall onto the soil, we're looking down. We focused on that spot. But around us, there's a lot going on. Above us, there's a lot going on. Oh my goodness, our tears are falling and falling. A waterfall from our face onto the soil, but we don't realize that we are watering the soil that will grow the new world. We are entering a new age, a new cycle, where the triangular hierarchies will be replaced by circles. If you look at the age of information, you see that when someone delivers something, there are likes and comments, feedback. No longer is it required that one person say something and we sit and absorb it. Now we exchange. And we see these new platforms like TikTok popping up and people are doing collabs. One person posts a video and someone grabs that video, creates a new form, new piece of art with it. Another person grabs that video, creates a new. We are co-creating. Wow, did we know that this could happen? Did we know that the audience are the creators? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We did not know that we were moving into this and we are experiencing the birth pains of it. Because chaos has to wash away, we have to demolish. We have to see that rubble before we rebuild. The wrecking ball is swinging and it's swinging and it's swinging, and that wrecking ball has the shape of a virus. Unfortunately, it brings death and despair along with it. But it also brought the appreciation for the next human. And this is where the power lies. The power of the co-creation, that these hierarchical structures that are trying to grab on the last throes of their existence as they see themselves crumble. As they look at the world and see, oh my goodness, we are in a state of chaos. But who said the chaos is something that we need to shun? No. Because when I see the order of militaries lining up and firing squads, shooting drones that were built by scientists and engineers that went to school and climbed the hierarchies of this orderly structures of PhD. They built drones that were dropped on babies. Oh my goodness. Who said that order is greater than chaos? And I'm not saying chaos is greater than order. I'm saying we need to enter a space of balance. So this chaos that we're seeing now, right now, is coming to balance out the order as we move into this circular space. The age of pastors, rabbis, gurus is over. No longer will one man tell us what to do. Let me tell you, let me go into a bit of history. Before, scholars had scrolls, and these scrolls were copied by hand. People copied down these scrolls by hand. And then a revolutionary invention called the printing press happened, and book binding happened, which spread information at a much faster rate. But even with these books, many were not educated. The common man was not educated. The elites were educated. The elites could read. So the masses had to rely on certain individuals to interpret this information. They couldn't access it themselves. But now we're in a space where we click a button and we have information. Oh my goodness. We have access to the greatest mysteries of the world that were forbidden texts in the time past, that you could have been killed for possessing those texts. We click and download it instantly. The age of pastors, gurus, rabbis, imams is done. No longer will we rely on scholars to tell us. We will rely on our reasoning, our research, collectively, you know, one man is flawed in a hierarchical structure, one man is flawed and he projects his flaws onto a society, onto the community. But when we are operating in a circle, our flaws are catered for by the next one because we are held accountable in the space. So we're moving into a cycle of decentralization of our spirituality, and we are taking hold of it. So I'm saying brace yourself. I know that the spaceship is shaking right now, but we are going into the stratosphere in the expanse of the universe, and when we release, we will float. We are moving out of the triangle hierarchies into those circles of flow. Are you ready?
If I'm to that shit, ain't no frontin' me. I be running to the city, I be smoking weed. We don't really give a fuck about these other teams. As long as it's my cause, money, yeah, we 100 deep.